Oh, that is magic, mate. And you've had a lot of history with this location, competing here and your amazing 22-year career on the World Tour, and also coaching surfers to victory here. You were working with Joel Parkinson when he won through here at Jeffreys Bay, helped him get to that world title that he so desperately sought out. But great to be able to lean into your knowledge and experience at this location, mate.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Ethan Ewing has been one of the stars of the free surfing before the contest started. So I'm happy to be sitting here next to you, Ron, watching this one.
Already we can see a solid number next to Ethan's name. As we see Barron Mamiya, who was victorious as a wild card at Sunset Beach, ended up making the cut with some other great appearances at the championship tour level. Missed the last event over in Rio due to injury, but he is looking really switched on here. This guy is super impressive, unbelievably explosive, and considering we only see him on the CT full-time campaigning this year, you know, he just looks right at home. Yeah, just unbelievable style, and Barron Mamiya had a 5.67 for this one.
Barron coming round, beautiful carve out of the top. Timing was perfect. Another little check fade to get himself behind the peak. Off the lip one more time. Staying super tight, super powerful, leaning on the tail of that board, throwing huge spray, coming around. You see the difference when guys just first get here. Barron doing some great moves, but it's I heard you talk earlier, Ronnie, about the transitional turns that the experienced guys that have had many years here surfing, but this carve here, slicing the top of the lip out there, bringing the shoulders round and pushing forward, so he's got plenty of speed to go into the bottom turn.
Well, since that win at Sunset Beach, stop 2 on the championship tour, Barron has been, but here is the 7.67 for the Queenslander.
This man is custom built for Jeffreys Bay. Style, flow, power, putting it together his best year so far. Look at this carve, beautiful, right around, keeping the arc tight at the top of the wave. Another layback snap, comes around, perfect timing out of the lip one more time. Ethan Ewing, and he's so smooth, picking the best parts of the wave, slows it down a little bit just to make sure he gets the finish. Yeah, Oki's one of them for sure, Gabriel Medina of the current Goofy Foots, and this guy right here, you pull him up anywhere and show someone how to surf on your forehand.
Well, this is his second crack at an event here, the Corona Open J-Bay. In his first season in 2017, he had a 25th, but this is a completely different surfer and competitor now. This guy's running on pure confidence at the moment, and obviously has always had that impeccable technique, that great flow, and remarkable variation for really a rail surfer. He's super explosive, and he can pick his moments to release that tail or keep that rail engaged.
He's ready to win some heats, and you know, when you pull up a perfect surfer, you pull up Ethan Ewing. Look at this bottom turn out of the top, perfect. Comes around, you know, the manoeuvres he's doing right here, how do you critique this kind of surfing? It's just beautiful to watch. You just get memorized of what he's doing, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah, he just has that really easy on-the-eye approach. And there is a really close look at just how laid over he gets that board on the bottom turn. And I love slowing Ethan surfing down. You see how on edge he is. Yeah,
just bringing the shoulders right around. Puts him back in the perfect spot of the wave to come up and get some variation there and gets the tail above the lip. But he always comes out of every turn. There's variety there, but he comes out of every turn with a ton of speed. He even lip glides over the top of an already broken wave there, but comes around with ease and gets another green face carve. Watch this all day.
Yeah, well, we get to watch it for another 20 minutes. 6.67. You'd have to call it an upset, taking down the form surfer on the championship tour at the moment as Jackson Baker gets his campaign started here at the Corona Open J-Bay. He waited a long time for this wave, used his priority. He's picked off a nice runner, and he's going to have to duck through the end of this one.
A couple of manoeuvres, just mistimed the bottom turn, and it just really makes it hard out of the lip. That was a good turn there. He comes around this one. This was quite nice as well, really leaning over, coming up and getting a nice one there. The fins skip out a little bit, Just, you know, with what Ethan Ewing there, that's the one that he missed. That should have been a big turn. And coming around and a little bit too repetitious and not getting a finish.
Just over 15 and a half minutes to go here. And it looks like we've got some more set waves rolling our way. And Barron Mamiya is going to pounce on it. And he just gets so low. Love the way this guy opens up. He had some unbelievable rides in the final at Sunset with similar turns to that. Big full rail carves, but then the ability to fully lay into each carve and really throw a lot of water. All those turns accentuated by that offshore wind at the moment, as Barron just really sets the fins free on that final manoeuvre. It'll be a massive win for Barron Mamiya if he was able to claim 2 Championship Tour victories this season. Andy Irons, the last Hawaiian to win here, that was back in 2004. But there has been some amazing performances from Hawaiian surfers over the years. Barron Mamiya, it looks like he's warming.
It does. And I just think it's that transition bottom turn in between his turns. If he can work on that a little bit more, he's going to be right there with the best out here. And it should get bigger through the afternoon, which is quite exciting.
Here we go, Ethan Ewing. So taking this moment, and a great shot there that shows just how steep and stretched out this wall is. Looking to improve on a 6.67. Some nice arcs. Wow, great transition off the bottom. Really finding some acceleration off the rail as he looks to set up the pit on the inside. Beautiful kick stall, plenty of style. This one holding open. And he goes for the second section, but just got a little greedy there. And a solid score goes begging, but that was a wave that had some moments of absolute brilliance on it, Luke. Really classy rail surf.
Not quite at the red line yet, but he did put some more RPM into this wave. He comes flying off the bottom, carving out of the top. That was absolutely perfect. Another carve out, just setting himself up again for a bottom turn. Puts so much pressure on the back of the board and just check fades here. Comes out, drives just here. He should have doggy-doored it, and he went for one more section, and you saw the lip hit his board. But here we go. You watch this bottom turn to top turn. You know, kids out there, this is what you need to do if you want to be on the world tour.
Seeing this wave from the start again, I think you're spot on it. You know, potentially the work that he did on this outside section could see this wave become his highest.
It could, even though he didn't come out of that barrel on the inside. Just put some extra effort into it and pushed a little harder than his previous waves. That bottom turn there, just driving perfectly. And how's this extra push that he decides to put in the tail there and pushes himself in the foam? And I love the check fade. He sees it there and goes, yep, I'm going to slow down a little bit more. Pulls up perfectly under the lip there. And this section was nice and hollow. Just here, he should have come straight. He shouldn't have done this drive on the toe edge for another barrel.
It's the rare one through that impossible section, isn't it? That
Ethan Ewing. And here we go on the outside.
Barron Mamiya now with an opportunity to potentially capitalise on a mistake from Ewing there as he looks to set up the pit potentially. This one's stretching out though, and he gets stuck behind for a moment. But there's still some more wall down the line. He's going to stay with it, trusting that this wave is going to provide. And he tucks up under it. He should come through this one. Somehow he's going to get knocked off. This wave, you know, you've got to be really paying attention to the width of the barrel because it'll clamp up on you. We'll get the numbers from that last ride in just a moment. But right now, let's see where Pete Mel's at.
Ronnie, two riding is by far the best thing in surfing, and we all know that. So again, it's just about the vision. You want to get barreled. I'm down here at the Oakley activation here on Pepper Street. Pepper Street leads right to Super Tubes. This is the street here in J-Bay. Of course, the Oakley activation, they are our official eyewear of the World Surf League Championship Tour. They're on site selling some glasses. I got my Flex 2.0s here. Also, the Sub-Zero, which is just now coming out. This is their newest shade, and they're on sale here on site. If not, you want to get them anywhere else in the world, go to Oakley.com.
And let's have a look at the replay. Luke Egan, take us through this one.
Realises he needs something special. Big hit out of the lip. Little air drop. Comes around, snaps it out of the lip because the wave's so fast. But this turn here, unbelievable. Just coming around, not being able to do another turn, but realising he's got to come up with something super special to get in front of Ethan Ewing. And where are the judges going to go with this? Hits the lip just a little late, but still projects through the air and lands. Nose picks it, manages to keep the tail out and spin around really fast. And that was incredible.
Yeah, super boxy recovery stance there, but he threw everything at it. What I loved about that turn.
Because the other heat that I really took note of was heat 1, Griffin Colapinto, because those 3 guys to me are the guys looking to take up those last 2 spots in the final 5 as we see Barron up on another one.
Yeah, Barron Mamiya taking an insider. He needs an 8.04. I mean, it's a smaller wave, but chasing that kind of score, you know he's got to put it on the line. He does just that. This time, though, unsuccessful in finishing that move off. You know, obviously, Ethan with a big goal to elevate his position. I think this is, you know, he's really his best chance at potentially breaking through for his first CT win. When you think about the events on the schedule, it's an impressive heat score total and one he'll be able to build on as he rolls through this contest.